And we are live.
Hello, St. John's. I am so St. John's family. Welcome to St. John's family cooking class. And I want to thank Market 32 for being a part of this wonderful cooking class. I am Allie B, and I am the owner of Allie B's Cozy's Kitchen. And I am so honored to be here with you guys today. Today, we're going to make a healthy dish that everyone loves. Everyone loves meatballs. And a lot of times when people make homemade meatballs, they may use beef or pork. Today, we're going to use turkey. Why we're going to use turkey? Because times have changed. Some people cannot eat beef, and some people cannot eat pork. And at St. John's, we want everyone to be able to be a part of this cooking class. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. So, today we're going to do a spring salad. We're going to do spaghettis, but instead we're using fettuccine, so that's good. And we're doing Allie B's homemade meatballs. And we're going to use Market 32 bread on the side. So we have spaghetti and meatballs, a delicious salad with some delicious bread. Are you guys ready to make meatballs? Okay. So what I'm going to tell everyone to do is put your gloves on. Let's put some gloves on, guys. Do everyone make meatballs at home? Fabulous. Connie, do you make meatballs at home? Okay. Okay. So we have our turkey. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my time. And you know what, guys? I do have my...
You want us to follow what you're doing?
Follow what I do. Don't even worry about the recipe. Follow what I do. What we're going to do, let's open this up, guys. And we're just going to throw our meat in a bowl, okay? Throw it in the bowl. Leave it there. And let's take our onion.
Trash.
You know, I need a knife. Yes, ma'am.
No, we do the onions.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys
So
have to-
everyone have their onion. Put your meat in here, guys.
I'll take that
That's
for you.
perfect. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Where's in this home tonight? Put the meat in there?
Yep, that's perfect.
Okay, I didn't know.
No, y'all doing a great job. So guys, I just threw my meat in my bowl. Y'all see that? Put it all in. This is my bowl.
go.
My
Take
bowl
your
is
time.
a pot.
Okay, that's like one. I go back
Yes.
to the wrong one.
So what we're going to do is, with the onion, there is no special way to do the onion. Do the onion the way you know how to do the onion. So, let's cut some of this off. So what I do is I like to cut both sides. You see, boom, boom. But you don't have to do it the way I do it. I want you to be able to cook the way you cook at home. All right, guys?
But I automatically do the same way.
Because you know what? This is a fun class.
I like
And you know what? I'm going to take my garbage and I'm going to put it right in here. Okay?
And I'll retrieve it for you.
So, and you know what, guys? This is a lot of onions. So, what we're going to use, I'm going to say, let's use about a quarter of the onion instead of the whole onion or half of it. Now, when you're home, if you guys want to use the whole onion when you're home, you can. But some people like a lot of onions, am I right?
Yeah.
And what onions do, they add flavor. You know what? Let's use half an onion. Let's use half of it. Let's throw more flavor in this. And what I did with the spices, guys, we have all natural herbs and spices. Why? Is because we want to eat healthy. Now, sometimes you're at home, you may use other spices to enhance your salt. But today we're going to use just natural salt. And when you're home, if you want to add more flavors to your meatballs, you can. Okay? Now, when I cut up my onions, I'm going to cut this onion in some small pieces. But you know what? If you want your onions to be in these big pieces, that's fine. You see that? I'm just gonna throw the big pieces in there. So some of them are small and some of them are big. Y'all see this, guys? These are my small pieces. These are my big pieces. And the reason why they're both, it really does not matter whether they're big or small, because when you cook them, it's going to cook down. And I'm using more onions, guys, because I want more flavor. So I'm gonna come around, and I make messes. I'm good with making a mess. I'm gonna come around and see what's going on. Okay, that's perfect. So we're gonna use just this amount. You can put that right on top of your meat. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Okay. So what's next, guys, is, do everyone have their spices?
We're sharing a little. We have the same spices you do, but we've got to share a little bit.
Okay. So she gave us you know what, guys? So this is the salt. Be careful with your salt.
So you said salt?
Yes.
Salt for teaspoon,
Okay. So as you can see, I'm gonna drop some salt up in here, guys. I'm gonna say just one. Y'all use one. I'm gonna add it because just one. And then with your black pepper, just one as well. And when y'all do it, right, guys, look at this. Because you don't want too much. You see that? It's not overflowing. It's not overflowing. It's not overflowing. Same thing with your salt. It's not overflowing. Okay? And you know what, guys? This is kosher salt that we're using. So with kosher salt, it may seem like you're using a lot, but kosher salt is so different than when the salt is like fine and grind. Okay. So now this is our spices right here. We're gonna use a lot of this Italian seasoning. Okay, y'all got your spices over there? We're gonna use a lot of this. It's all right when you kick this up a notch. I'm going to use I think the recipe may say, let me see. It says 1 tablespoon. So it says 1 tablespoon, guys. Y'all see this here? 1 tablespoon. We're gonna use 2 tablespoons. Okay? Let's hit it like that. And this is garlic. So we're gonna put 2 tablespoons instead of 1. Y'all put 2 of those. Y'all know what to do. Put 2 of those tablespoons. Now in here it says 1 tablespoon of garlic. Everybody loves garlic, right? We're gonna put 2 tablespoons of garlic today, okay? Yeah, this big one. Y'all see this big one? That's the tablespoon. We're gonna use 2. Use 2. So this is 1, 2 tablespoons. You can't go wrong with garlic. And we have the flour to help bind it. Now sometimes, if you are gluten-free, you may not want to use the flour. Am I right? And guess what? That's perfectly fine. If you are gluten-free or you have a relative coming over, you do not have to use this flour. But we're going to use the flour today, okay? So just take this, bam, throw that right in your pot, just like that. Boom. Well, some people add breadcrumbs. So some people add breadcrumbs into it. Instead of us using breadcrumbs, you can also use flour. Yes. Now sometimes, a lot of times, I have a senior citizen program, right? So when I use it for my senior citizen program, I may not use any flour. Why? Because someone gluten-free may show up. Okay?
1 tablespoon?
Yes. Then we have this 1 egg. Y'all have this egg? Let's crack it and open it. What's going on down there, guys? Are y'all good down there? You got the flour. Now we need an egg. So crack your egg, guys, and just drop it inside, just like that. You ain't gotta beat it in a bowl. And when you're finished, put your egg back in the cup. And you know what, guys? We can use this for our garbage. Okay? Now, let me tell you, I do want y'all to do one thing for me. You see this leftover onion that we have? Let's chop this up. But don't put it inside your meatballs. Chop it up and sit it on the side of your chopping board. What we're going to do with the leftovers of this onion, when we get ready to cook it in our pot, you're gonna throw it in the water. And when you throw it in the water, it's going to add some flavor to your water as well, okay? So what we can do, y'all ready to mix this up?
You ready to mix that up?
Take your time, take your time. This is not well, this is the fun part. This is that fun, messy part. Do y'all put eggs in your meatballs when y'all cook it at home, guys? It gives the meatballs a special texture, you know?
Now, what does the flour do?
The flour holds it.
Oh, okay.
But you know, sometimes you may get some type of ground meat that is really wet.
Or fatty or like,
Well, not greasy, but sometimes it doesn't hold. Like when you do a meatloaf. And you know how they use those breadcrumbs in a meatloaf? So this is the same way, but instead you're using flour. Yes, yes, yes. Let's make sure that egg is all the way inside there, guys. Let me walk around, see what's going on here. That looks good.
You think it needs more flour?
Well, you know what? You can add more, but that's fine. That's perfect. And it smells good. Yeah. It smells good. It smells great. It smells good. Keep mushing it in. Okay, let me get back to my station. Yes, just make love to the meat. Yes, indeed. And you know, oh my goodness. So get that egg inside of it, mix it up. And you know what, guys? If you're home and you say to yourself, I don't want to be touching on this, you can use a spoon. But to tell you the truth, I always use my hand. Okay. Yes. You can't go wrong when it's your hand. And it makes sure that you got all the egg inside it. So, are you guys ready to start rolling some meatballs? And let me tell you, say like if your meatballs is too sticky, you can add more flour. So, y'all see this, guys? This is what we have. But this is what I want to tell you. Make your meatballs any size you choose. So any size you choose, guys, you can make your meatballs any size you choose. Perfect. She know what to do. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. And you know, some people use spoons to make meatballs. Please, please. Okay, thank you so much, Nancy. Okay. And let me tell you guys, they do not have to be perfect. Now, when I'm home, right, and I get my family to make the meatballs, they tend to make the meatballs look so much better than mine. I just make it and bam. So my meatballs may not be perfect, but they will be delicious. Okay? And it doesn't matter, you know, if you make them huge, that's fine. And if you make them small, that's fine. And when you're at home, you want to think about how many people are you feeding. Am I right? All right. Everybody's doing such a good job. Yes.
I try to make them
That's what I do. To have them big, that's pretty special. Now, you know what, guys? Why I chose this dish for you guys is because when I was a little girl, okay, my mother would make meatballs like every 2 to 3 months. This was a dish that I wanted every day. So I said, well, let me make something with them, something that I love. And as we know, who doesn't love meatballs? Okay? Now, when you learn how to, which and I know everybody already know how to make meatballs in their own way, you can make meatballs in tomato sauce, but you can also at home, if you know how to make a brown gravy, you can make meatballs with a gravy. So you know that gravy that comes in a jar from Thanksgiving? You can pour that on top of your meatballs. So, well, this is what you would do. After you steam them in the water, because that's how we're making these meatballs today, in water. After they're cooked, you take them out the water and you pour that brown gravy on top. It's absolutely delicious. You can have it on. Yes. You can have egg noodles. You can have mashed potatoes, rice. Okay? This one is pretty big. Yes. How we doing, guys? Look, your husband is doing a fabulous job. We're gonna know which one is his meatballs because his meatballs are huge. Okay. And remember, when they're big like that, they will take longer to cook. Okay? So instead of us cooking this meatballs for 20 minutes, we'll be cooking them for 30 minutes. Because my boy got bigger meatballs. No, it's fine. It's fine. I think we all want to try them. We can try your big meatballs, yes. We know they're yours, so everyone is definitely going to get one of his. Okay? Everybody else meatballs, we won't know who's who. And Nancy, as you can see, it's not as much as someone would think. You know. Look at that. We're going to put them all in one big pot today. But when you get home, they'll be going in your pot. Okay? Yes. Well, you know what? This is our recipe. And I appreciate you. Well, you know what? We're going to see, can we make sure you're at every cooking class?